we want to go into manufacturing. We want to produce products that are used by the community in Malaysia as well as for export. So manufacturing employs more people than agriculture or mining. So we especially focus on labor-intensive industries where they need a lot of workers, which of course creates a lot of jobs for our people, solve our unemployment problem. At the same time, of course, their earnings from their work will contribute towards enriching the country.
الأهم من التصنيع هو التسويق. إذا كانت لديك كميات هائلة من البضائع، كيف تقوم بتسويقها؟ والغرب بشكل عام والدول المتقدمة في الصناعة مثل اليابان تسيطر على أسواق كثيرة. ماذا فعلتم في موضوع التسويق وما هي أهم الأسواق التي فتحت أمامكم أو التي فتحتموها؟
Most important would be still the domestic market. But with the domestic market, we have increased our capacity so as to export and earn foreign exchange, which of course contributes to increasing the wealth of the nation. The investors, of course, if they are foreign investors, they make profits. They are entitled to their profits. For 10 years, we don't tax them so as to be an incentive for them to invest in Malaysia. Well, that is due to the contribution made by the manufacturing sector and the tourist industry, for example, bring in a lot of visitors to Malaysia, and of course they spend money in Malaysia and contribute towards the wealth of Malaysia by their spending money in Malaysia. At the same time, of course, the rubber, tin and palm oil commands a good price in the world market. Palm oil, for example, you plant the tree for 25 years, you can harvest the oil. Whereas other sources of oil like soybean, every year you have to replant, but not with palm oil. And therefore palm oil gives us a lot of profits. Rubber still commands a good price. We are not producing much tin now because the reserves are exhausted already. But between agriculture, plantation industries like palm oil and rubber, and sometimes cocoa and pepper, these are also agricultural products that contribute towards our economy. At the same time, the manufacturing keeps on increasing and becoming more sophisticated as our workers become better trained and they earn more money. And the export from Malaysia increase because foreign investors as well as local investors continue to invest in more and more industries or enlarging their industries so that they will export or they would go to the other markets of the world, and our earnings from exports grew very, very high. This technology has great potential to improve productivity, to produce new products. For example, 20 years ago, people do not have a cellular phone. But with new technology, new phones were invented and improved all the time. So if we don't go into this area where technology, high tech is being used, then we will be producing products which are out of date, which are old, and which are not as good as the new products using electronics. For example, in building a car, where before there was no computer in the car, Now we have 200 computers in the car to manage the function of the car. So we need to have access to these new technologies so that we can produce new products. Caesar Pelli was a very well-known designer of high-rise building. Yeah, he was working in New York. We have an international competition for developing this piece of land that is almost in the center of Kuala Lumpur. We chose the design by Caesar Pelli, but his design was quite simple. Like some of the towers that you see in New York, the shape is not, it's very simple, it's just square buildings. We decided that it should reflect some Islamic designs, and we we suggested that the building should have an 8-pointed star. And of course, Caesar Pelli designed a building with like an 8-pointed star, but he added some more between the points of the stars. He added more space, so it became a very unique design, reflecting not only the Islamic heritage, but also Malay buildings in Malaysia, because we are living in a tropical rain area, lots of rain, and our buildings must be able to drain the rain water quickly. So we combine a lot of Malaysian design, Islamic design, as well as modern skyscraper of the West.
الأمريكان أصيبوا بالغيرة الشديدة مما قامت به ماليزيا أن تبني برجين أعلى من أبراج الولايات المتحدة الشهيرة، فقاموا بتشويه المنظر من خلال فيلم انتر إيبمنت الذي أنتجته هوليود، ومثل دور البطولة فيه اثنين من كبار نجومهما هما شون كونري وكاترين زيتا جونز، حينما أظهر الأكواخ إلى جوار البرجين في الفيلم.
Well, that is their propaganda. They want to show that we were a poor country wasting money on the Twin Towers, because the Twin Towers obviously cost a lot of money. But the shanty town that they showed is not near the Twin Towers at all. It is about 100 kilometers away in another town, an old town. But they produced a picture to show that the Twin Towers is near the shanty town. It's not true. It's not true at all. You come here, you can see that all around the Twin Towers are more high-rise buildings.
بعد بناء البرجين امتلأت كوالالمبور بالأبراج، حتى أنها بالنسبة لي أنا وأنا أحب الفضاء المفتوح أصبحت مدينة خانقة. هل هذا ما دفعك إلى التفكير في بناء العاصمة الإدارية لماليزيا بوتراجايا؟
Yeah, that is true. As the business grew, Malaysia became more prosperous. The price of land goes up, and many people build many office buildings and also accommodation for people. And Kuala Lumpur became very crowded. We have no. We like to sell cars because we are also in the automotive industry. So the number of cars kept on increasing, and Kuala Lumpur became jam-packed with people with cars, so that to go to the office takes, where before you should take about 10 minutes, can take as much as 1 hour. So to solve that problem, we decided to have an administrative capital. That is why we conceived Boutrajaya, which is an administrative capital where all the government ministries are located in one area, so that moving around would be much easier in a totally new town.